So Coventry return back home to face Port Vale today in a match, well, they're in good form, in a match that they'll probably be hoping to win following that super result last time against Gillingham. Now the team are gone for today, a couple of changes. Once again, of course, we got the injury now to Jordan Clark, who's out for about 3 weeks. So injuries are starting to creep in, but unless it gets, hopefully it doesn't get too bad and get over the top of the squad at the moment. The defence is starting to get a bit stretched, as you'll see from the squad today. So Murphy, he stays in goal. He's playing pretty well now, and is he over his complaints? Is he over his moaning and bitching? Well, time will tell about Joe Murphy about that one. So in the defensive line, we have Adams and Willis now. Willis will be playing on the right side with the injury to Clark. In the middle, of course, we've still got the injury to Webster as well. So that is 2 big defensive blows. So Maximenko comes in and will partner Gasparato in the midfield. 2 newer signings coming in to start in central defence. Mantum and Lobjewett continue their good work in the midfield with Fleck and Baker. Who else would you start up there? Gestet was decent. He started to find his range there, and he'll partner Leon Clark up front as Coventry look to take another step forward here against Port Vale. So Port Vale are in 18th spot, and well, the Port will be hoping for some points here as we go straight through the first half without any action at all. Well, I don't think I've seen that before, because that was just first half of nothing. Kind of like last time when we had against Gillingham, no features, no highlights in the second half at all. So back at home we are today, and we've got a good crowd, a bumper crowd of 3,282, but they've not been treated very well as McManus has a chance to open the scoring on the 55th minute, but it has gone astray. Good save from Murphy, and we'll be down to the corner for Lines. He puts, oh, that's a horrible corner kick, easily dealt with, and Yates gets it at the back. Duffy, sorry, the Port here, trying to attack something through the middle. Port Vale, and there's Yates again. They let it go to over the line. It will be a goal kick for Coventry. So a bit of a drab match here like we had a couple of weeks ago against Colchester. This is an intercept from Lobjewett. That's a good play. And it's a long ball here from Musa. The substitutes are on the field. Gestet gets taken out from a couple of players there. But we have some fresh legs now as we near the 78th minute with Loft, and it's Port Vale on the ball. Going down the left side with McManus, who probably could have and should have scored earlier in the match. Here's Loft again. Oh, good ball through down the left. McManus plays it back again. Slowly making their way upfield here. Now Port Vale looking for Lines. Keeping it alive here. Keeping it in the midfield. Switching play, over it goes to Yates. And this is a slow build-up here as Dodds finally gets it into the box for Lines. Lines puts it away, and Lines scores for Port Vale. It's 1-0, and the away side take the lead. It was a slow build-up. It was a patient build-up. But it gives them the lead, 1-0 over Coventry. Here's Neil at the back, puts in a long kick from the goal box. And Lobjewett heads it forward for Mantum. Lobs it through the middle. This is a chance here for the youngster. Andy Ryan puts a high one. Oh, that's an outstanding goal from Andy Ryan. It's all tied up. It's 1 apiece. Instantly, just a few minutes later. Oh, and there's calls for an offside there as well. The Port Vale players are up in arms, but it is 1-1. It counts, and that is surely miles offside. It's not. McManus is called onside, and his shot is saved. He has another go, but the Coventry defence is back and will clear it away. Good work from Adams. Oh, McManus should have been the winning of it right there. Lines away for Griffith. Dodds. Slow build up again, but a good tackle. Adams is playing well there. And the ref blows it up. There it is, 1-1. Well, that match got just a touch exciting in the end there when there was no goals for 75 odd minutes. And then we got 2 in the space of 5 minutes. So it was a poor result. Overall, it was a poor result. It's a team we should be beating. Team Coventry should be beating. And it was a nasty match though. You can look through the yellow cards there. The players might be a bit upset here. I told them that was a match they should have won against Port Vale. Down in 18th they are, but that point puts us up to 15th again. So matches are going on in and out while we're not playing. So we're up to 47 points. We're really switching between 14th and 16th here at the moment. So we need to stick down some points and get the way up that table towards the single digits. So what's that? 4, 5, 6 yellow cards altogether, and a goal for Ryan, Andy Ryan, the youngster. That marquee signing that we got in the transfer window in January, he has come up good for us today. Chris Lyons got the other goal for Port Vale, and that ended up 1-1. As for the stats, it was fairly even there. Coventry got more shots, but Port Vale got more on target. 20 fouls for Port Vale, just 15 for Coventry. And of course 6 yellow cards. Possession fairly even. Sam Manton was the only man to really impress in the Coventry jumper, and you could say it was Chris Lyons on the other side for Port Vale. But 1 point, we shouldn't be fussy. We just need to keep ourselves moving forward, and we haven't lost for quite some time as well. So I guess a decent result. So bad news to come out of that Port Vale game is the injury to Willis. Now that just puts more pressure on the defensive line. But good news, Big Hells, we have Andy Webster returning, but it's really pushing it to within a thread of completely disintegrating. Now Willis is out for 3 to 4 weeks in a match that really didn't give us much to go the other way. A few changes here for the squad. Another home match against Stevenage. Let's have a look at our squad. We have Robbie Thompson coming in goal. He is replacing Murphy today. So a bit of a change there at the back, because the defence is also very changed as well. We have Webster starting on the right and Adams on the left, and there's Maximenko and Gasparado who will partner in the central defence once again. Barton comes in and he partners Dicker for the first time. So quite a lot of changes here as the team just seemed to be petering along, just not quite getting the big points, the 3 points that we need against the lesser side. So changes have come, and it is really in the space of the midfield. Baker and Fleck, well, they stay on their positions, but Andy Ryan will get a start coming in for Gestet, just based on his form in that last match. He got that important goal and played fairly well as well. Leon Clark has been the mainstay of the front row, and he will partner Ryan up there. So a chance here against Stevenage to get some more points, but now it is against a bit more tougher opposition with them up in 10th. So we are underway, a home match again for Coventry, and it was a good crowd too. 2,705 as Fleck has the first chance at goal for Coventry. Oh, it's been put in from Dicker. Is that going to count? It is! It is 1-0 after 2 minutes. Dicker scores his first start in an absolute age, and he's got a blinder. So it's 1-0. Here's Fleck again. But it's cleared away this time from Stevenage, and they go downfield. Well, who would have seen that coming? 2 minutes into the match as Coventry hot on attack. Do we want to? No, we won't. We'll follow this action here. It's Dicker, the goal scorer. What a start for him. Is that going to put him forward for the rest of the season? Here's Barton going for Dicker. And slow build up here, keeping it tight here in the midfield. Dicker again, Barton. He's missed out on a bit of action here as Baker goes to Webster, who's way upfield. Of course, playing on the wing today. He goes back to Baker. Pops it out to Webster. What can he deliver? Oh, that's a nice looking cross for Fleck. Giving it to Clark. Oh, what a play from Coventry. It's their second goal, and it is a blinder. 2-0 after 8 minutes. I had a feeling something was going to happen there. Here's Fleck. Another one. Oh, that is close. It's been put in. Someone's put it in. Who's going to get the credit there? It's a mistake from Smith. It's an own goal. It is an own goal. Coventry lead 3-0. It's been all the Sky Blues tonight. It is 3-0. No way for Stevenage to get back into this match, even though they have over half of the match still to go. Morgan takes a long shot. He's hit the post. He's hit the crossbar. And Robbie Thompson, it bounces on his head. and he manages to get it. Here we go, half time, and we had a player there with one of the training singlets on. Not the best there. But it's Stevenage now with some chances to score, but good defence from Maximenko. Keeps that one out, but still attacking here through Tansley. Has a shot, Robbie Thompson! Outstanding second defence! What a play! Here we go again for Thompson! How did he keep that out? What a save from Robbie Thompson! Here's McDermott. Corner. Oh, that is a great goal! That is a spectacular goal from Stevenage. They now are up 3-1. They finally get themselves on the scoreboard. Oh, what a shot off the upright. Wow, what an assault this is from Stevenage. Now here's the long goal kick. It finds Baker. The players should be just about out of breath here in the 92nd minute. It's 3-1. Thompson has had an absolute ripper of a match as he goes long. Oh, over the top, but the ref does not care about that. It is all over 3-1. Coventry give Stevenage a pounding here. Let's have a look at those stats, and it is 3-1. The scoring all in the first half for Coventry. Gary Dicker in the 2nd minute. Leon Clark in the 8th. And Jimmy Smith with an own goal in the 31st minute. And it was Robin Schroot who got the goal for Stevenage in the 65th minute. Didn't even see who that was. It was a beautiful goal. And it was kind of like Leon Clark's, how it bobbled around. Some good continuity between the players to put that one in. Of course, a couple of concerns there for the away side with 3 yellow cards and the injury to Luke McCulloch. That won't be too pleased for them, and they'll have some troubles moving forward from that. So those guys were 10th, I said at the start, yes. And that win, that's right, 3-1, an absolute hammering, puts us up to 50 points now, Coventry, and into 12th position. That is a great result. So we're into 12th, and a good win over 10th, and it really shows that there's great depth there to see 2 players, as we look at the ratings, the man of the match, Gary Dicker, and Adam Barton come in and get mid-7s, has really done us well. Yeah, also look at the other stat there, only 3 shots on target. That's 3 shots, and we scored 3 goals. What else do you need to do when you're perfectly on target like that? If you're going to hit the net, they're going to hit the net. So the 6th and final league match for Coventry in the month of March is today against Brentford. And of course there is still 1 match remaining, don't forget about that. That is the grand final, and that is against Wolves. So if you've been tuning into the series, you'll know what that's all about. Don't forget, that'll be coming up in a separate part just for the final full playthrough of the match, as I'd normally play it through to see if we can claim our first piece of silverware in our first season. That would be outstanding if we can manage that. But first off, it's against Brentford, and we have a few troubles here in the squad. After that match, we've had more defensive problems as we have to change around the defensive line once again. Let's check that out. It's Robbie Thompson who starts in goal, but now look at the right back there. It's Leon Lobjewett who's been pulled from midfield. Of course, he didn't play there last time, but a bit of a rest for him, and now he's in the defensive line. He'll partner Adams at the back with Webster and Maximenko. So Gasparado, he's out, and Lobjewett is going to have to do the job at the back now. But you got to think about this though. Lobjewett will be a great asset to the team, ripping up that right wing and partnering Baker for some ripping balls into the box. Dicker starts again after a good showing last week, and he'll partner Manton in the midfield, Fleck and Baker, who else on the wings, and Gestet comes back with Leon Clark, swapping sides those two for today's match against Brentford. So the defensive woes aren't getting any better here for Coventry, as another away match as we travel away to Brentford. The team are in 5th spot on the ladder. So this is a good showing of us for us if we can keep up, as O'Halloran is through and he is going to not score. What a save from Robbie Thompson. I thought that was done and dusted. Here's Fleck now for Coventry, and a good clearance from the corner. There's Lobjewett. Good man to have coming in to the midfield from the fence. Webster goes out to Manton. Webster's making his way back. Here's Lobjewett. He's still up in the midfield, so it's a great position for him. He just passes away out to the right-hand side. Here's Fleck having a drilling cross. Back for Dicker. Oh, what an outstanding strike from Dicker. And he gets the first goal. It's 1-0 to Coventry. That was a brilliant play. Just that first touch there really puts them on the pedestal. Here's Donaldson. Returning one. Oh, O'Halloran gets the goal. Well, he looked dangerous all along. Brentford instantly reply. It's 1-1, but we've seen enough from O'Halloran. Here's Donaldson. His long throws are dangerous. Here's Forshaw, just about getting the chance there, but it's cleared away from Maximenko. Here's Venter. McCormick. Back to Venter again. Lobs it up there for Forshaw. He's turning in some space. Adams gets him, but look at that bullet! McCormick with a screaming shot from the edge of the box. That is 2-1 to Brentford, and that is why they're 5th on the table. Those long throws from Donaldson are really proving to be a problem for Coventry. As here comes Brentford in the second half now. 75 minutes gone. Oh, O'Halloran's wide open. But a good piece of defence shuts that down, putting himself in the way of the ball. It's 2-1 Brentford lead. We're counting down the minutes now. 79 gone. Fleck's on the ball. Can he launch anything here for Coventry? Dicker goes wide for Fleck. Fleck's past his man. He just holds the ball up. Goes back to Dicker. Plays it past his man. As does Manton. He's held up. Turns on it. Gives it away for Clark. Clark, getting in a bit of strife there. But good ball to Baker. Can he finish? Oh, can he what? What a goal for Baker. 2-2. And Coventry is showing their credentials here, as they could possibly feel they are one of the top sides of the division. Their performances have been good, but 88 minutes in here, it's 2-2. Can Coventry get that killer blow? Can they get goal number 3? Here's Fleck. Oh, he waited too long there. He dallied on the ball, and it cost him as he loses possession, but it comes back here for Barton. Oh, that's a poor tackle. That has to be a foul. It won't be given, though. Oh, and Lobjewett repays a favour with a massive hit there. And it goes over the sideline. It'll be a throw-in. A minute to play here. Plus stoppage, of course. Here's Philo. Oh, he goes down the left side. Nice pass for Donaldson. He has been troublesome. Has Donaldson. Puts a flat ball in. Oh, and Forshaw's gone flat on his face. Is that a dive? It must be, because Clark is away. The winner. No, he's pushed it wide. Great save from the goalkeeper. Still with 30 seconds to go. Fleck will have the corner. Coventry puts it in. Gasparado. He's not got it. And instead, Brentford headed over the line, and it'll be another corner here for Fleck. Can he deliver on this one? It's a flat one this time. O'Halloran at the back, thumps that away, and he gets it way upfield for Philo again, who turns away. It's good ball to Donaldson. He's been a menacing player, has Donaldson, but time is ticking for these two sides. Forshaw again in midfield, looks wide for Venter. And he finds Dallas. Has a long-range shot, does Dallas, but that is a very poor shot. Miles off the mark, and we're now 3 minutes into stoppage time. Clark, is this the last chance? No, it's gone out of play. It will possibly be the last play as well. Yes, there it is, full time, and 2-2. So the results, not bad. A draw against 5th place. And that gives us 51 points, and we stay in 12th position. 2 goals, got to be happy with that, but more worries, more issues here. Maximenko is out injured as well. 39th minute injury, and that just puts more pressure on the defence. Another man out, and it's just going to really put pressure on. 8 to 10 days he's out for, Maximenko, so he's going to miss out on the final, which is a massive blow for the player himself. As for the scorers, it was O'Halloran and McCormick with 1 each for Brentford, Dicker and Baker getting the goals for Coventry, and the man of the match going to Alan McCormick with a 7.8 for Brentford. As for Coventry, no real standouts there. Leon Clark 7.4, Dicker 7.8, and Baker with a 7. Leon Lobjewett made a great job at the back, getting a 7.2. and really proved he is such a key, versatile player. The stats, well, it was all Brentford really. Coventry didn't deserve their point. 20 shots from Brentford, 8 on target. Coventry just 6 and 4 on target. They did own possession though, 52-48, and they committed a lot less fouls as well, which I guess in the long run helps with the continuity of your play. And that is us for the league matches this month. Let's check out the table and who our player of the month of March is going to be. And some great news to finish off the month. Sky Bet League 1 goal of the month going the way of Carl Baker for his amazing free kick against Gillingham. That was an absolute ripper. It was a beautiful goal. But that is the second place for goal of the month. You cannot argue that player of the month, the star man of the month of March, will go to Carl Baker. No one has really stood out massively. Dicker come on late on and played very well, but throughout the whole month, Carl Baker was the most consistent and best performing player on the paddock. His average rating of 7.24, not the highest we've ever seen, but a couple of key performances throughout the month has led his team very well to become the star player of the month for March. And so following the end of the season, a couple of extra matches were played out, so although we should have finished in 12th position, other matches have seen us move down to 14th at the end of the month, so that's not the best result, but 14th position, that is still bloody good, and we'll be taking that to the bank every day of the week. Now, the key thing to remember here is our amazing goal difference here. You look through the table, we're plus 21, and we are technically the second highest goal scoring side, or goal differential side in the whole league. Only Wolves at the top of the table on plus 26 have a better one, but they are so far gone. They are like 9 points ahead of second, which is huge, and there's only a few rounds remaining, so they've already got their qualifying playoff spot, so they could lose every single match here and they'll still get a playoff spot. Of course, we're facing them one last time in the final for our first piece of trophy, we'll check that out soon in its own part. That is going to be a cracking match, but we won't go too much on about that. Other teams on the table, we look at the pressure we've got from the relegation zone. They're 10 points behind us. And when you look the other way, the pressure we're putting on the top 6, we're only 9 points behind them. So we're really right in the middle, and the next month will really pick how our season is going to go. So there's only a few matches remaining, and could possibly be the defining moment whether Coventry will get themselves up into their playoff spot or not. There are 6 matches remaining for the season, our first season of Coventry City, and we still have one chance as well to get some trophy some silverware before the season is out. The Johnson Paint Trophy final is coming up. That will be in its own part next, so stay tuned for that. For the month of March though, we had a good result. 3 wins and 3 draws. You can't really complain about that. There's no red dots, and we haven't had a league loss since the 18th of January where we went down to Preston, where we had 4 losses on the trot as well, which wasn't the best result. But we're back on track, and we're only 9 points away from that top 6, and goal differential was always going to partner us, so a chance for us to really put forward and start to attack those top sides. And that wraps us up for the month of March. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned and check out the grand final, which will be coming up very soon. It is Coventry versus Wolves, the Johnson Paint Trophy grand final, and it'll be great to see you there. I hope you've enjoyed our review of March. A good month for Coventry, and possibly could we push forward and look to those top 6 places, which will be great. And that wraps up for today. Thank you for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for plenty more FM14. Until then, take care.